February 7, 2019, issue 953, coming through the Omega Communications portal. Welcome into this space again. Welcome into this space again. Now that I have opened the communications portal and I am aligning my conscious awareness into my body of light, and it is your body of light consciousness state which travels easily with me and others to gather in the receiving area of the Station of Light. We continue gathering information in the form of energy, and we continue the refreshment of our own energy field in this space and in this state. If you have been using these transmissions to refresh and energize and clear yourself, then you know what I am referring to, because it is helpful. And so each week you enter into the space, into a fresh download of energy and information for you. Life is a continual process. This type of upliftment and transformation is a continual process. Let's begin today being aware of this, and also making sure that your body is at rest and your mind and senses are open to receive. Greetings, beloved, to you. We acknowledge you here in this space. Orem addressing you, and indeed we continue this process of expanding your own consciousness and your energy field into other dimensions where you are much more aware of the complete pattern that you have. And each time you step aside from the limitations of the civilization you are currently in, you expose yourself to the concepts and the extended state of your energy field matrix. And it is this which gathers in the appropriate energy and information for you. This can extend as far into states of consciousness as you are able to perceive and receive. It is an alteration of perception required, and it does alter your energy patterns. The energy patterns then need to be absorbed into every aspect of you in your physical form as it is presently. This is why it is a process of unfoldment and expansion. Here in the station, we do not involve you in the particular details of what is occurring in different aspects and in regard to different groups associated with all trying to present information to you. You would find that you will be gathering to you the appropriate energy information which you resonate with and which you can identify consciously as being appropriate to you in your field of creation. You each have a specific field of creation, and this you began before entry into your current lifetime pattern, and you have been accessing many of those different aspects of you throughout other created timelines. And it is often referred to as gathering aspect from those other timelines to assist you in the present. So being a present in focusing in the present becomes more important, and yet it also becomes, perhaps you would view it as challenging, because you would be needing to clearly focus on what is apparent for you currently and what you need to enhance your well-being, or to enhance the well-being of the planet, or of other aspects of creation which you are involved in. So we do agree to help you with this process, and we do revisit many of the places you have visited and the information you have received in the transmissions. In this way, greater clarification is made known to you. You would always be seeking clarification and a clear state in your thoughts, therefore in your emotions and your body state. Now, in this part of the transmission, we expand your awareness to connect again with the Starfield connections referred to in our previous gathering. Some of these do relate to constellations you would recognize which have been named. Some of the Starfield connections and the energy intersections of those are through other dimensions and gateways to other dimensions. Therefore, they would be unfamiliar to you in terms of labels to identify them. In this state, as we present this to you, you will be experiencing being surrounded by the different galactic portals available to you, and through those you would be aware of the different galaxies. You are receiving impressions at this time from many of those connected Starfield energy systems for you. And in this state, in your energy state of consciousness, these are working through you so that you will be conforming to many of those patterns of creation which have been known to you previously in other timelines. You will also be aware that you are gathering in patterns and codes from those timelines, and this is a continuation of the process where you personally identify what is needed. You will not be clearly defining what is needed because it is beyond your terms of definition mentally. It is within your terms of definition through the experience of the energy. There is to be known to you all in times to come configuration within the energy framework of your physicality at present, which perfectly resonates and matches the connecting nodes of the star field matrix you are currently experiencing in this transmission. Accordingly, the sense this will be giving you is of being in the right time and place for opportunities, for the information, for the creative action, for the release from you of patterns of discord, and for the absorption in you of the necessary elements which come to you through the star field matrix. It is an expansion from what you would identify as being necessary elements of which the human aspect is composed. You therefore will understand from this presentation that you need to absorb this other level of energy which is not available to you through your current ways of nutrition in liquid or solid food. It is a greater dimensional aspect to enhance you all. In this situation which you are experiencing, your body of light is absorbing all of this. And so this will be strengthening your body of light, strengthening the core energy essence of you, strengthening the matrix of energy that flows all through you and around you. Ideally, you would become aware of this consciously. It may be sufficient at this time to be aware of it in this dimension that you are experiencing it in. Therefore, it is part of you already, and when the energy systems of you are activated enough and clear enough, you will absorb more of this pattern. Your intention is important in this process. It will be opening further gateways of realization within you. And it will also be helping you to be aware of the matching energy systems throughout the planet currently, referred to as the spheres of energy. Again, we have given you this as another layer, another dimension of that information you have been gaining over successive transmissions. Even though you be aware of this starfield matrix connecting with your personal energy systems, become aware it is also an integral part of the energy matrix of your current planet of residence. Of course, if you are one of those beings who have consciously come enter within a present body in this planetary system, then you will be much more aware of what is being presented. and will be able to locate the devices and continue the process of this active engagement, connecting many universes together, many greater multiverses together. And this is an integral part of you who may recognize yourself as a starseed being present here in this current planet. So we have covered a lot in this short space of presentation to you in this transmission. The energy is extending out from you and indeed extending very deeply within the core energy essence of your physicality and the core energy essence of this current planet existence. Enlivenment occurs, activation occurs, expansion occurs, and the interaction occurs of the different star systems as Earth is embraced consciously in that, and you are facilitating all of this as a conscious creator, actively engaged in the active creation using the energy from source energy, and always it is in conformity with the overseeing councils of light. You are an integral part of this process. You may also feel that you travel into different dimensions and you travel through your own personal energy field sphere. It is capable of that form of dimensional travel, of relocation. That is sufficient for you to be aware of this, and more will be delivered to you about this in subsequent sessions with you. It is enough that you are consciously engaged in this process previously described to you here. Therefore, you are being made conscious again that you are present within the receiving transition space of the Station of Light. You may need to consciously stabilize yourself here, being aware of all this greater connection you are still absorbing in this state of consciousness. I leave this with you now, beloved. Orem out. Thank you, Orem. Lani back again with you. Although you will be aware that B. Alu is here with us, and you, Leo, and other star elders. Simply because you have been merging with the intention that they have of helping you with all of these processes. So as they surround you each and their energy is shared with you, it is a command that you bring all of this back into your current situation of your body form, of your current life pattern. As you use this creative energy more, there may be changes you will be making, and they will surface in you through your conscious connection to your higher self aspect and your purpose here on earth. And you are learning to retrieve more information from other life patterns that will be needed as more energy is revealed, and that revelation brings in more aspects of creation, of understanding. You realize it more. This has been very powerful for each of us to experience. So I would ask you now to take in a breath, open your eyes and feel you are fully grounding all of this energy in your body and around you. That is vitally important, to bring your awareness of all of this back into the present moment. There is part of you that completely understands this. Perhaps you feel it in some aspect of your brainwave pattern. Perhaps you feel it all throughout you, because of course the mind exists everywhere in the body. And there's been this deeper connection throughout you of the Starfield matrix that was referred to as. So all of this is within you, and it's appropriate for me to end this session through the Omega Communications portal. Please revisit this transmission and any of the previous ones that you feel drawn to experience again. I thank you for your presence.